before we actually started doing the project, we just thought to ourselves, gosh, our church has such amazing praise and worship for our adults, and our youth ministry has got amazing praise and worship songs for all our young people, teenagers and upwards. But we kind of felt there was like a little bit of a missing link for our kids. Although our kids love to sing the songs that we sang in church, it was kind of like, oh, we just reckon we could nail songs that could really connect kids with Jesus and get them to really honour God through songs of praise and worship. This is our 5th project, and I think as far as planning is concerned, it just gets later and later and later, and we get closer to the record deadline than ever before. But it's amazing, the closer that we get to the deadline of the actual live album recording, I think it squeezes out the gold in the songwriters and the gold in the people who are involved in the project.
It takes a lot of departments, all the departments in the church, all of our TV and our production and our audio. It's a massive team effort, and I think it would just be us with a guitar in a room with no lighting if it wasn't for all the departments working together. So that planning process is very important, the creative process that we work with all those teams in church life make it happen.
And I was even thinking about all our team yesterday. You know, there's so many of them that work full time, that have busy lives, that are involved in on the weekends, that help outwork Kids Praise and Worship for the many services and the many age groups we have. And I was thinking about them yesterday and the sacrifice they make. And, you know, we're kind of the driving force behind it, but there's such a big team that are as passionate as we are and just want to see it great, not just for a day a year, but want to see it great across every weekend, and, you know, that we're giving our kids our best all the time. And, you know, on the day we just happen to have a little bit more budget, a little bit more colour and a little bit more fun, extra special things we can do, but the heart and the soul and the passion behind what we do on the day is just an extension of what we do in our weekend services.
I think part of the mandate of our church as a whole is to champion the cause of the local church, and everything about our church is not just about us, because that's not what the body of Christ is all about. And part of the mandate, like I said, is to champion the cause of the local church. How cool for kids to come to something so big and not just have to wait till they go to youth rallies until they're a teenager, but that as a kid they can look back and go, oh wow, I went to this really big rally, really big event where, you know, hopefully the most important thing actually that happens on the day is that we're not about recording an album, but that we give kids an opportunity to receive Christ on that day, and kids actually commit their lives to Jesus and become Christians on that day.
And they'll all get a chance to connect with God pretty much as well, like salvation, but also just giving kids an opportunity to encounter God is very powerful, because they'll remember that for the rest of their lives.
The kids are pumping, they're going crazy. I think they're in love with Jesus.
If we didn't do this stuff week in, week out, we actually wouldn't have an album. We wouldn't have a project. We wouldn't be writing the praise and worship songs if it wasn't for the kids that we're doing it for every single day of the week, every single day of the year, year in, year out. One of the things that we're really committed to do is raising the children up to be integral to the project. So although we have it laced with adults and teenagers, like really it's about the kids. And so in all the projects you'll see an emerging of children that are coming up through the choir, through dance, and they're behind the scenes and they're in the front of the scenes, they're everywhere, and it's because of the children, and we're really trying to raise up a generation of kids that own these projects, and we just want to see them worship Jesus with all their hearts. We're just really blessed, aren't we, to have great pastors in Brian and Bobby who just believe in the kids and release us to believe in them. So cool.
Jesus, I'll put you